So, imagine your heart valve fails. Suddenly, you're at this huge crossroads. The choice you have to make can literally change the rhythm of your life, and it pits a masterpiece of engineering against a solution that comes straight from nature. Today, we're diving deep into that critical decision, mechanical versus biological heart valves. And this, right here, is the question at the heart of it all. What's it going to be? A forever fix that comes with a daily routine, or a taste of total freedom that has an expiration date? It's a decision that goes way beyond just medicine. It touches on your lifestyle, your plans, and what you truly value. Okay, so here's our game plan. First, we'll talk about why this is such a big deal. Then, we'll get to know our two main contenders, the mechanical marvel and the biological alternative. After that, we'll break down the ultimate trade-off, and finally, we'll see why this is just such a deeply personal decision. We need to get one thing straight right away. This isn't just some standard medical procedure. It's a decision that's going to affect your daily life for years, maybe even decades. It really is a fork in the road where you have to think about your habits, your future, and what kind of risks you're comfortable with. And that's really the heart of the matter, isn't it? There is no single right answer. This isn't about finding the objectively best valve. It's all about finding the valve that is best for you. It's a serious, in-depth conversation you have with your surgeon to figure out what fits your life. All right, let's kick things off with option number 1, the mechanical valve. And honestly, you've got to think of this thing as a total marvel of engineering. It was designed with one single, incredibly ambitious goal in mind: to last forever. I mean, look at what this thing is made of. We're talking pyrolytic carbon, titanium. This is literally aerospace-grade stuff you'd find on a spaceship. And these materials are chosen for one reason, and one reason only: they are incredibly resistant to wear and tear. And that right there is its biggest selling point. It's superpower, really. This valve is built to last. It just doesn't wear out. If you're a younger patient, this gives you this incredible peace of mind that you'll probably never need another open heart surgery for that valve. It's basically eternal. But, and you knew there was a but coming, right? This incredible durability comes with a pretty big string attached. To stop blood clots from forming on this artificial surface, you have to commit to taking blood-thinning medication, like warfarin, for the rest of your life. And, it's not just popping a pill and forgetting about it. You have to get regular blood tests to check something called your INR. This makes sure your medication is perfectly dialed in, a constant balancing act to prevent clots without risking too much bleeding. And then there's this really unique thing. Some people can actually hear a faint tick-tick sound as the valve does its job.
Let me take just a few seconds to say that, if you'd like to support my project, you can offer me a symbolic coffee on Ko-Fi. You'll find the link below in the description. You can also check out my book, where I've gathered many experiences and useful tips. Every gesture means a lot to me and truly helps me keep this channel and the whole project going. And if you haven't done it yet, I invite you to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and visit my website or blog for more content. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
So if the mechanical valve is all about high-tech engineering, our other option, the biological valve, well, it takes a completely different approach. It's designed to work with nature. Let's check it out. So what are these made of? Well, they're actually created from animal tissue. We're talking about tissue from a cow's heart sac, that's the bovine pericardium, or even a pig's valve. This tissue is specially treated to make it compatible with our bodies, and that it's mounted onto a flexible frame. So the part that's doing all the work is completely organic. And this is the big one. This is the advantage that, for many people, changes everything. In most cases, you do not need to be on this blood thinners for life. And that is a huge deal. It means freedom, fewer checkups, fewer daily worries, and a much lower risk of bleeding complications. But again, there's always a trade-off. Because it's made of natural tissue, it's not going to last forever. You're looking at a lifespan of about, 10 to 20 years. And that brings us to its single biggest drawback. So what does that really mean for you? It means that when you choose this valve, you have to accept a really high chance, a probability, that you're going to need another surgery down the line. And for younger patients, that breakdown can happen even faster, making a second operation almost a sure thing. Okay, let's put them head to head. Sometimes just seeing the pros and cons laid out next to each other like this really makes the nature of the compromise you have to make crystal clear.
And here it is, laid out plain and simple. It really boils down to this: durability versus freedom. Are you the kind of person who wants that lifelong guarantee, even if it means daily medication? Or do you want a decade, maybe 2, of total freedom, knowing you'll likely face another procedure later on?
And that's why we get to the core of it all. This isn't a decision you can make on a spreadsheet. It's about which of those 2 realities you're more comfortable living with day in and day out. I mean, think about it. Your age is a massive factor, right? If you're 30, the idea of a permanent fix is probably pretty tempting. But what about your lifestyle? Do you play contact sports where getting a cut is common? Blood thinners make that tricky. And big life plans, like getting pregnant, can also be complicated by these medications. In the end, it really comes down to what you're more worried about, a daily pill or a future surgery. You know that little tick-tick sound from the mechanical valve we mentioned? To some, it might seem like a weird side effect, but listen to how this one patient reframed it. It's not a noise, but the sound of life going on. That's a really powerful way to think about it. But hold on, because the story has a new chapter. There's been a recent innovation that has completely changed the calculation for so many people, making that second surgery seem a lot less scary. It's a real game changer called TAVI. So TAVI, it's just incredible. It lets doctors put a new biological valve inside the old, worn-out one, all without cracking your chest open for a major surgery. This is a huge deal, and it's made the biological option way more attractive, even for younger patients who were worried about that second operation. So we come full circle, right back to that fundamental compromise. A permanent solution that needs constant attention, or a temporary one that gives you total freedom. There's no right answer. There's only the right answer for you, your priorities, and your vision for the future. It's a choice between 2 very different journeys, but both lead to a longer, healthier life.